Good morning. So it is about 4:35 a.m. I am journaling and I had the bright idea that I was going to record myself while I was journaling as a way to help you guys kind of see the body language and see what it's like for someone else if you are not a journaler. And because you know how you can read someone's body language and you can tell where they're tense, where they're relaxed. At least I can. And I realized that while I was journaling, I had this sense of being watched, even though I was the one who set up the camera for you to view this. I had in the back of my mind this sense that I was being watched. And with the sense of being watched also came the sense of being judged. I didn't feel this immediately. This came after I was journaling about some other things and I had some breakthroughs and I had some release about some other things. Then this realization and this revelation came that this is what I was feeling within myself. And I'm prefacing this with that because we often don't see how our perceptions and our emotions hold us back from fully experiencing the things that we want to experience. And I'm not talking about some goal, I'm not talking about a task, none of that. I'm talking about you being able to fully navigate your own emotions. And I'm a person who works on this every single day, and I still have those feelings of what do people think? What are people going to think when I say this? What are people going to think when I post this? And every single time I have to talk myself back into my own mind, into my own heart, come back from that place of self-consciousness, and self-consciousness not in a good way, because there is a good form of self-consciousness where you are aware of what is happening within you, and that can inform you so that you show up better in the world. A woman who is suppressing her emotions is also suppressing her insight. If you do not allow yourself to fully feel whatever it is that you are feeling, whether that is anger, whether that is sadness, whether that is joy, whether that is peace, if you cannot allow yourself to fully feel that, you will be robbed of the insight of that moment. Every moment of our lives will teach us something. Every interaction, every conversation, every disappointment. But we live in a world where we are constantly interrupted or constantly interrupting ourselves. And that's why I say that a woman needs 3 daily appointments: her appointment with God, her appointment with herself, and then her appointments with others. I am up before my family because I need this time. The last few days have been not heavy, but I feel something stirring inside of me, not in a good way. And I needed to sit and process some thoughts and some emotions about things that happened last month that I haven't really fully come to terms with. And it wasn't until today, because I've been chipping away at it, but it wasn't until today that I was able to have a good revelation on what I'm truly thinking and what I'm truly feeling. We want quick fixes, and that sounds good to have a quick fix, to have this thing that has been weighing on you over and done with. But it doesn't work that way. Revelation and transformation are gradual, and allowing yourself in each moment to fully feel whatever it is that you are feeling is essential. We think a lot about our image and how we're going to come off if we allow ourselves to show what we're feeling. This is why moments like this are so important, because if you allow yourself to be a safe space for you, it's not going to be difficult for you in the moment to allow the feelings to come, but not to betray your composure in that moment. And you will not feel this sense of shame or self consciousness in a negative way that you would if you do not give yourself the time in private to process your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions and your prayers. Even I discovered through this session today that I knew that I'm on a new level. I mean, I know that, but I discovered that my prayers, my prayer language needs to change, because my level, my spiritual level, my emotional level, my mental level, even my intellectual level is upgrading. And with that comes different a different spiritual experience, which requires my prayers to look different. And that's something that I have been working on actively. But I had some revelation on that today as well. If you are a woman who is just walking through life day by day, doing the things, you're doing the things that you have to do and you're being efficient. But underneath all that is this sense of discontent, is a sense of what's the point? Is a sense of, am I really doing anything meaningful? Like, if I just left my job, what would happen? And by job, it's not necessarily a career. You could be running a business, you could be a stay-at-home mom. Am I really making impact? Am I really important? Have I really contributed to life here on earth? What is my legacy? What am I doing here? Do I know what I want? What do I do with the things that have happened to me that I haven't fully processed, that I've shoved down, that keep resurfacing, and when they resurface, I shove them back down? What am I gonna do with that? How do I walk that out? How do I talk that out? Who can I talk to? Are they gonna judge me? These are all questions that we ask, especially as we get older. Something about hitting 40 and you start to question a lot of things. And I know that's what happened for me. And it was one of the best things that I ever did when I began to, when I began to question myself, my life. Things started to open up. I started to open up. So I'm encouraging you to create a safe space for yourself, a quiet space. And if you have to get up at 4 a.m., get up at 4 a.m. Are you worth it? We get up early and stay up late to do all kinds of things. I believe it's worth it for you to discover who you are, what you want, why you're here. And I believe it's worth it for you to process the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that are keeping you stuck from and holding you back from creating and from receiving the life that you truly want and the life that you were created for. I hope this helps. Blessings on your journey. I'll talk to you soon.